prove that cos of x divided by tan of x plus sine of x is identical to 1 over sine of x. The 3 lines here means identical. That's what that meant. Cosine of x divided by tangent of x, and then if you add sine of x, that will be identical to 1 over sine of x. So this is the left hand side and this is the right hand side. So we've got the left hand side identical to the right hand side. So we want to use the left hand side to prove that it's identical to the right hand side. So I'm going to work on the left hand side. Cos of x over tan of x plus sine of x can be written as cos of x times 1 over tan of x plus sine of x. So I'm working on the left hand side. Now, may I just remind you that tan of x is sine of x over cosine of x, and therefore 1 over tan of x will be cosine of x over sine of x. So that's what we've got here. So we've got cosine of x times cosine of x over sine of x. So I'll just rewrite that in this format, and then 1 over tan of x is cosine of x over sine of x, and then plus sine of x, and that is over 1. So this is over 1. Now, cosine of x times cosine of x is what we called cosine squared of x over sine of x. So that's, you multiply the two together, this is over 1. Cos x times cos x is cos x squared, 1 times sine x is sine x, plus sine of x over 1. Okay, not bad so far. Now I need to make the top and bottom, I need to make the denominator same. So what I'm going to do is times this by sine of x, and I need to times the denominator here by sine of x, so they make them the same. If they cancel out, it's still the same. So what I'm going to do is write it here. Cos, when we write cos squared x, I'll just write here cos x times cos of x can be written as cos x squared. But we don't write it like that. We actually write it like this. Cos squared of x. That's what that is. So that's basically the same thing. So, and that is cos squared x over sine of x plus sine squared of x. Sine x times sine x is sine squared of x divided by sine of x. They both have the same denominator, so you just add the numerator. Cos squared of x plus sine squared of x over sine of x. But there's one fundamental identity that we need to remember, and that fundamental identity is, if I write it here, the fundamental identity is sine squared of x plus cos squared of x equals 1. So that's a fundamental identity that we must always remember. And we need to always remember that as well. So this is trig ratio identity. And that's a trig ratio, obviously. And that's inverse of a trig ratio, so that's what it is. And here is the fundamental identity we always need to remember. And we can see that here. So cos squared of x plus sine squared of x is 1. Doesn't matter which way you write it. 2 plus 3 is 5. 3 plus 2 is 5. The same thing, so it doesn't matter which way you write it. And that's 1. The top is 1 over the denominator here. So you're going to get 1 over sine of x. So that equals 1 over sine of x. So that actually proves what we've been trying to derive. So if I just draw this line here. So from the first question, we need to show that that's identical to the right-hand side. You can see now. Now, we only work on the left-hand side, and we came to the conclusion that equals to 1 over sine x. So we've proved we've done the proof there. Therefore, we can say cos x over tan of x plus sine of x is identical to 1 over sine of x. And that's the proof.